I'm coming to you pretty well sans makeup today. I have I have chapstick stuff on, but that's it. So my boy Daemon, and I talked about this in my stream, my live stream Wednesday night. So my boy Daemon here, yeah, and yes, he's literally right here while I'm filming this. He has given me a Christmas present last year and this year. Last year, it was my cat Christmas. He was part of finding her in the woods behind my office, and that was a really great Christmas present. But this year, he kind of missed the mark. He woke us up at like 6 a.m. having a seizure, and it was it was just really frightening to watch him being so out of control and just not present. And when he woke up, and I say woke up, but when he started to come back, he was still really disoriented and very just upset with life in general. So we did give him space, and as I said this on my live stream, but again, shout out to Alexandria Ryan, because I only knew to stay back from him because of her videos. Her dog started having seizures, and she shared her journey with that, and how the first time it happened to him, he got aggressive, as he was coming out of it. And she said, that's really normal for a dog coming out of a seizure, because they're super disoriented. They don't know what's what. They don't know what's going on. As far as, and they don't really know you at that point. So, for anybody who may deal with this in the future, give them some space when they first come back. Let them get right with themselves, and come to you when they're ready. No matter how much you want to go and love on them and reassure yourself and them that they are okay, give them space. And I talked to the vet today, and they agreed with what I thought would be the general program, or the general path forward for this. And essentially, if he hasn't had 3 seizures either in 24 hours or within a month, then it's probably a one-off, and we don't really need to worry about it. It's well over 24 hours, being as it's December 26th now, and here it's 11:16 p.m. as I record this. And like I said, he woke us up 6 a.m. December 25th. So it's over 24 hours. He hasn't had another one. We are very hopeful that he won't have any more, and that this was just a misfire of some sort. But if he should have more, then if it's 3 within a month, they'll want me to bring him in for testing as soon as possible after the third one, so that they can check certain levels and see if there's an underlying cause. If he has 3 in a day, then they'll want to start looking into giving him medication to reduce the frequency and severity of seizures. like I said, I'm heavily hopeful that he will not have any more, and that this was a one-off type thing. And so is the vet. So, but I shared the rest of it so that anybody watching that may deal with it in the future can just have that knowledge. Uh, honestly, if they've only had one and it's lasted, you know, under a couple of minutes, then, definitely tell your vet and see what they want to do, if they want to do anything. But chances are it's going to be a watch and see kind of thing. And yeah, it's I am probably for a while going to be, keeping my guy real close and keeping him in my office with me when I come out here. I need to do that for my peace of mind. Also, I'm gonna continue on with vlogging at least once a month, probably more often, as I work on this getting comfortable in my skin journey. I let a lot of things, take over the way that I had been treating my body and the way that I was good to myself in so many ways. From my diet to when I exercise, to my stress levels. So I've been working heavily over the course of 2024 on fixing my stress levels. People that were not healthy for me were, put more at arm's length. False friends, they got pushed back a little bit, and I really worked on getting right with myself and with my mental health, and making sure that the people I have closest to me, the people that know my business, are, they're going to be there for me in return. And at any rate, yeah, I am feeling really good about where I've gotten with that. My stress levels have gone way down. I have been loud enough in my boundary setting that I am getting a lot more sleep. I am able to just feel better because of that, and feel more focused and put together, which is such a blessing. A lack of sleep like what I had will absolutely make you feel crazy. Like you can't hold anything in your head because you're just so tired that your brain isn't functioning properly. That said, I have been getting that sorted, and getting regular amounts of sleep is fantastic. And I can feel that change going in my body, and it's amazing. But my diet, I haven't been great about it. Like, I still am, working really hard at the making sure I don't get any contamination in my foods. And that has been part of my mental health journey, because people weren't always super concerned about making sure, they weren't taking my allergy seriously. I've had this for a decade now, a solid decade. It's a tick-borne disease. It's called Alpha Gal. And essentially, it changes your body and gives you an allergy to a sugar in red meat. I believe it's a sugar. Don't quote me on that. The mechanics of it are not super clear to me because I haven't bothered to study it a whole lot. What I do know is that I have to be careful about taking any sort of capsule because most of those are made with bovine or porcine sourced gelatin. I have to be careful about tattoos now because the binders are generally made with bovine or porcine sourced gelatin or glycerin. I have to be cautious about chips because even though it should just be potatoes, sometimes they use pork or beef additives to make them taste better. For instance, before they went kosher, Frito-Lay had pork enzymes in their Cool Ranch Doritos. They don't anymore, but they did. So, yeah. And, just a lot of things like that. There's hidden meat or gelatin in a lot of things. Like if you read the ingredients on a prepared food product and it says that it has glycerin or gelatin in it, chances are that was sourced from beef or pork. And it's not healthy for me. At this point, though, I can't even be in an enclosed space where it's being cooked. The exposure has been so much that I started in this past year. I started getting asthma like symptoms from exposure to red meat being cooked in my house. And I only knew it was asthma-like symptoms because that, initially that's what I thought it felt like because I would try to take a deep breath and my lungs would just flip out and try to, shove it all out like, no, no. And in talking to people that in my live stream that have asthma on a regular basis, shout out to y'all, you absolute warriors. I found out that that is essentially what asthma feels like. It feels like your lungs are rejecting the air and they want the air, but they're also rejecting it. It's kind of like your lungs have become a 2-year-old that wants the food but doesn't want it. And it really makes things very difficult because, breathing. And I still right now have a cough that I haven't been able to get rid of because of that. It has been it has become less frequent, and it is easing, and the instances where I cough are becoming less and less. It's been a fucking decade. So that's been the only thing I've been really serious about getting right with this year was not having continual exposure to red meat. And it has been kind of a fight this year. This year has been the worst for exposure that I have had in this entire decade. I don't know what's up with that, but I hope that I have a handle on it now, and I am going for a more plant-based diet for myself. I'm finding that I'm not really a fan of eating a whole lot of meat. You know, like I got so used to eating meat with every single meal because that was something that my husband wanted. You know, he feels like he needs to have red meat all the time. And I had been okay with that for a long time, but at this point we are making our own meals. He still is, they can't, nobody in my house can have red meat that they cooked inside the house. They can't cook red meat in the house because, you know, we're quickly drawing to a point where that could kill me. So, but, you know, they're welcome to eat red meat. They just can't cook it in the house. They, you know, they can order red meat that is already cooked and, you know, go eat that somewhere. And that seems to not be a heavy concentration that will bother me so far. So far. Unless, of course, that is the cause of the cough. At any rate, the whole point of this is that over the next year, I am going to be working on making my diet more plant-based and growing a lot more of my food. I have a greenhouse now, and come about March, I will probably start some seedlings and put them in there. I already have nettles growing in there. I have kale growing in there. I have some green onions, scallions, and I'm going to grow more of my own food, working on becoming more comfortable in my skin. And to that end, I'm going to be doing a vlog, you know, probably at least once a month to kind of tell you where I am and things. I am still debating on whether or not I'm going to share my weight. I'm not super comfortable with it. And you know, I can't block my birth family from watching my YouTube channel. So because I know that they still kind of stalk me, at least certain members of it. I may share those things, but it'll be like, I think certain vlog videos will be members only because I can, if they subscribe to my channel, I can just boot them. So yeah, I may share my weight and how that's progressing, but if I do, it will definitely be as part of the members only stuff because I don't really want my family following, my birth family following along with that stuff. They are not good to me and have never like supported me or wished me well. So yeah. So yeah, chances are I will share my weight and how that's progressing. But the weight isn't so much the main focus as it is more of a side effect of getting comfortable in my skin. I do have goals in that respect, but as I said, those are going to be members only videos. I'm gonna gird up myself and finally start sharing actual doing yoga videos I have been hesitant to do that because I am not comfortable in my skin. And seeing myself on video doing yoga, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to share that. But uh, those are ingrained societal norms that I'd like to let go of. So those are going to start out as members only, and they will move to being public maybe a month or two after they're published, because I do want to share yoga videos and publicly. I just really need to work up to sharing them at first. So yeah, that's where we're going. We're going more into more yoga, and vlogging on my health journey, because that's what this is. For all that it is about being comfortable in my skin, it's also about me being more healthy. I I feel a lot more tired and just not as energized as I could feel if I wasn't carrying as much as I am right now. So that is my goal. I want to be able to stick around and hang out with my granddaughter and take care of these big ass dogs that I keep getting. All that, and at the same time still be able to essentially run 3 businesses. One of them is shared, but still, we're still, doing a whole thing there. So yeah, that is what is coming and what has been going on recently. Today I did 2 workouts. I did 20 minutes on the elliptical, and then I did 5 minutes strength training. Arms, we want the guns. And tomorrow will be a full yoga thing. I will say that I've been working on my strength for quite some time now. Oh, there's my pupper. Yeah. And having more strength has really helped with the yoga practice. So, yeah. If you are struggling with your yoga practice, add in some very, very slow start strength training. It will help. Also, if you would like an app to work with, I would go with FitOn. They are fantastic. I'll put a little doohickey up here to give you a link. I've been using FitOn for a couple years now, and they have really helped in my strength journey. But my diet hasn't kept up with it, so yeah, I'm stronger, but it hasn't helped with me getting as comfortable in my skin as I would like to. And also, I haven't put as much focus on doing all these things as I would like to. So that is going to be one of my major focuses this year, is to work on my health, work on recovering from all the times that I've been exposed to red meat and it's kept me down for sometimes weeks at a time, which sucked. Yeah, that's the goal this year, or one of them. That's one of the goals. All right, I think this video has really gone on probably a lot. Oh God, it's 30 minutes long. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to cut this down a little bit. Thank you for watching. I hope you are having a good holiday season and that your people are good to you. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.